Hello, it's Western Jaguar here, and by my calculations, we got about 30 minutes until lunch. So let's see if we can make a song here. If you don't know me, I'm Western Jaguar. I make kind of like indie pop, indie rock type stuff, and we're gonna see what we can come up with in the next half hour here. Thank you for having me on. So I don't want to waste too much time. I've already wasted 30 seconds just gabbing here. So when I'm writing, again, as you've probably seen if you've been watching the series, everybody writes kind of their own unique way. I like to start with something on the computer, like a beat or some sort of inspiration. So my main go-to here is in Logic, which is the DAW I use. You have the option to use kind of like program drummers, and I kind of like to start there. So I'll just play things until I kind of find something that is interesting to me. Today I'm feeling kind of something more upbeat, so let's see if we can find something that'll work for that. Put this on a loop. So again, it depends on the situation, what you're kind of looking for. Some days I'll look for something more chill. Sometimes I'll look for something more tense. Trying to find something that's more. We'll start with that. And again, we can always come back and adapt. So normally when I have like a drum part or something, again, I use it kind of like as a bass line and then write to it, then go back and actually edit and change and rework some drums. And sometimes if I'm lucky enough, I'll have like a friend actually play drums on a song. But we'll start with this little idea there. And the reason I do it in Logic is I just like to have a record of what I'm doing, and then I can go back and see. So I'm gonna grab a guitar here. The guitar I'll use really is just, there's no rhyme or reason at this point. When you're starting to write something, again, I like a guitar that I feel comfortable using. If I'm looking for a certain sound, I'll do that later on and re-record. So this is like my go-to writing electric. This is a Fender offset Telecaster. I love this guitar. A friend of mine worked at a local music store, got this in, used on a train. He said, you have to come down and buy this guitar. And, you know, I don't need more than one reason to buy an instrument. So I was like, sure, man, I'll be down. And an hour later, I was $2,000 poor. But, you know, this guitar is fantastic. It stays in tune, and it just sounds great. And really, that's all you can ask for in an instrument. So let's see if we can come up with something that goes along with this. But first, again, we got to make sure we're in tune, because there's nothing worse than recording something or writing something and then having to go back and realize everything's out of tune. It's just a pain in the butt. So we're gonna do that. thinking, let's just play this again and let's see. You know, some days it takes a while to find these things. Maybe we need to do something more like jangly up top. To be faster for what I'm going for here. And again, so see, we're adapting as we're going along. So like I've discovered so I found this little riff, and again I'm kind of changing the drum around. I like that. It's got to be fast though. Maybe not that fast. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to get that down on here, and then I can build and kind of start coming up with ideas after that. I like to just get things into the DAW. And I know a lot of people just like to write the song. I like to write, record at the same time. It's just kind of the way I do things. So I got a little mic down here. I'm just going to throw it on. I don't really care about mic position, all that stuff right now. We're just gonna get this down. This is one of the joys of writing, is you forget how to play. We're gonna get some bleed from the drums into the mic, but you know, whatever. This is just getting ideas down. I got a Pog. I highly recommend you get a Pog pedal, because yes, I have a bass. It's over there. I can actually see it. But with my Pog here, we'll just turn this on, turn the sub octave all the way up, and well, bam. We can try to track like some sort of bassy type thing here. Just to get kind of a bass line. Ha, bass line. Nice, nice. Okay, let's see. That E though down there. Might just track this just guitar to start, just to kind of cue that in there. I want to squeeze that E to G walk up in there because I like that. I gotta find the spot for that. Okay. That's it. Okay, we'll get this down. Again, like we're just basslining here. Woo! That's some like heftiness right there. I'm gonna actually mute that just because it's a little off time. That's probably because of the Pog. So I'm just gonna record another one without the Pog. Just something we can use here. So again, we got kind of this bass idea, which is super sick. So now it's just kind of about extending that into like an actual song here. So now comes the fun part. So I've kind of made this progression now. So we can write based on that. So now comes the notebook part. You've probably seen a bunch of notebooks on this. Notebooks are so valuable. Yes, again, we all have phones with us at all times, but like writing things in a notebook, there's something about it. Like you can see this is all stuff, like whole songs just written out. There's Daydreaming from Oblivion written out. And again, like it's just such a good way to be able to go back to things, I find. Like on my notes app, how many notes do you have on your phone? Like I probably have over 150 notes. And in here, it's just way more organized. Like even now, this song Lacuna, I totally forgot about this song. And again, like there's something about it, like I can see I work through it. I work through writing these lyrics, right? There's something about that makes you want to go back rather than where you can see like the finished polished product. It's cool to see like what you went through to get to that point. So I am gonna just find a spot here. I should have this more organized. Maybe that's something you could take away from this, is organize your notebooks a little better. But we'll go here. Okay, I think what I'm actually gonna do is just record like some chords that I'll write over top of that. I don't like to write while I'm playing. I don't know why. Just kind of like a personal preference, I guess. So I'm just gonna record chords over this, just so I have them, and then we'll go from there. I think that's a minor, actually. I think that's a minor, actually. And I'm recording it over the wrong one. I lost my pick as well. There we go. Okay. So again, let's just get a layer here. So now we just have that we can use. And there's this. So normally this is what I tend to do, is just kind of play things over and just almost scat, I guess you would call it, over top, just to generate melodies and things like that. And again, I do have I always have microphones nearby just in case. Like I find I lose things so quickly when I'm coming up with melodies or rhythms or guitar parts. Like you can even see when I had that higher up guitar part, I lost it like almost immediately. So for me, it's always about like redundancy. It's like record these things, then you can go back and you can go pick through and find what ends up working the best. So right now I have this mic just plugged in, and all I'm gonna do is create a new track with record on. Again, I don't care that it's picking up the rest of this. Normally I'm in headphones, but I want you to hear the whole process. I'm just gonna sing a few melodies and then I can listen back and see what I feel works the best, essentially. I just gotta remember to change this over to my second input. And let's see if this is going to give me sound. Hello. Or is it not going to give me sound? I had to like reorganize everything because I'm playing some shows So normally things are set up like perfectly for recording, and now it's all kind of messed up because I have some things routed for different things. Bear with me for one moment. I just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, no, I'm just an idiot. I know the problem. I know the problem. It's a phantom power problem. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, here we go. Gotta sell tonight, gotta make it right. Orange sun, dun, dun, dun. Gotta sail tonight, gotta sail tonight. Gotta say, for some reason sales are on my mind. All right. I still kind of like this first idea the best here. And then it's a matter of putting lyrics to this. So again, writing lyrics for me is something like super challenging. And I don't know why that is. I've always found I love like coming up with melodies and music and things like that. Like, again, like this whole kind of up to this point, like I love like creating things like I love that. But actually putting like myself into it, I guess, that is like a big challenge for me. And I don't know why that is. Like I've always struggled with lyrics. Going back to like the first album I ever made, which is Glacia. If you don't know it, that's fine. It's not important for this. But I made that album and I wrote all the music for it and I was gonna make it instrumental. And then at kind of like the last minute, I was like, no, I want to try singing, trying to do something like more lyrical. And a lot of the lyrics on that album are just like lines from things from other songs or like from things I heard people say. Like a lot of it isn't my own thoughts. So I've always struggled with like putting myself out there in terms of lyricism. And it's something I'm trying to get better at, is being more honest and open and being more comfortable, I guess, in sharing my own thoughts and opinions and emotions and feelings. And this project as a whole has allowed me to do that in a lot of different ways, I guess. So I can see now it's lunchtime in 5 minutes. So we'll probably not be able to write the full song, but I'm going to try to at least get this verse done. And then we can kind of hear where it's going from there. Because, again, sorry, I'm so slow at this process. So, again, thinking of an idea. Right now, I like to think of where I'm in right now. Right now, I'm in like kind of this beginning of summer feeling. Like it's hot, you know, the weather's good, people are going out doing things. So that's kind of like the headspace I'm in. So I'm gonna just kind of play this. So what I'm gonna do is kind of get syllables down. And then here. So I have like just kind of like a syllable tracker just to figure out how things are gonna flow in terms of lyrics. And again, the best thing about this is like you can change them. Again, like the drums, I don't feel fit as well as I would want. I'll go change them. But again, so I'm thinking a few days ago, I went on a walk around like a lake up in like the mountains. And that's kind of like the thought that's coming into my head. Like this fresh mountain air being like a reawakening of myself, like refilling like those parts of me that have been drained for so long. So I'm thinking like alpine air, breathing, alpine air, breathing, breathing, breathing into my heart, to my. Oh, I just need this. Breathing to. I don't like breathing. Seeping or. Reach into my heart. I wanna reach into my heart and let me find some peace. Before I sleep. Subtle call from a distant, from a distant, from a distant burden, from a distant burden. I can't find relief until I'm on the beach. Well, that kind of works tentatively. Okay, I got 30 seconds. I'm gonna go slightly over, but we're gonna just get this down and then we'll hear where we're at. So I'm gonna get rid of that for now. I'm gonna just do this. Okay, we're gonna duplicate like this. We're gonna paste. And we're gonna get this idea down here just to hear what it sounds like. Okay. Alpine air, reach into my heart and let me find some peace before I have to sleep. Subtle call from a distant bird and I can't find relief until I'm on the beach. Okay, so we're gonna roll with that. I'm just gonna quickly do this, and that's kind of where we're gonna leave it because it's been over half an hour. But we'll hear where we're at here, and that's where we'll end up here. Here we go. So this is where we're at. I would consider this like a verse, I guess. That's just kind of my chicken scratch writing I put down, and we'll see how we feel about this. Here we go. Subtle call from a distant bird, and I can't find it until I'm on. Let's just do it one more time here. Alpine air, reach into my heart and let me find some peace before I have to sleep. Subtle call from a distant bird, and I can't find it until I'm on. Yeah, that gives me a good base to start off with. So it's lunchtime. That's what I put together in half an hour. I will definitely continue working on this song going forward. Hey, and if you watch this video all the way through, you may be hearing it in the near future. Thank you so much for you having till lunch for putting this all together and having me a part of this. I'm very thankful for this opportunity, as I am thankful for anyone who checks out or listens to my music. You can find Western Jaguar all over X, Instagram, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, all those places. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for caring about musicians and indie music, especially if you watched all the way to the end. Support means so much to people like myself. So it's awesome that you're interested, and I hope you maybe learned something from this. I don't know. I think I learned something from this. And I think what I learned is it takes me a while to process the things that I'm doing, particularly when I don't have an idea going into something. And that's what I'm going to take away from this. I actually like this idea quite a bit. I think the lyrics leave a little to be desired. I would definitely work on those a little more. But overall, I'm happy with what we created today. So thank you again for tuning in, and Western Jaguar out. We'll see you on the flip side. Thanks.